Morning everybody, how are you? I'm Paul, welcome. This is my 360 tower worm bin, and I've got the bottom off and I've got a few worms on the bottom here. I'm going to pick them up and get them back into the main tower. Come on guys, here we go. Here's one. And this one here doesn't want to cooperate either. Come on buddy. Lordy, lordy. Come on. Let's get, holy cow, here we go. And that's just my furnace kicking on in the garage here. And we'll turn that off for now. So other than I've got paper on the bottom here, so I'm not fighting getting the worms out of the bottom, and that's all I had down there was two, so that's great. So I'm going to put the trays back on, and we're going to check this tray right at the very bottom here. So almost 2 months ago, I inoculated put cardboard in the bottom here and put it on the bottom. So the top tray, any juices and that went down would inoculate. And you can see here that the worms are in here, and they're breaking down this cardboard really nicely. So I think we were going to turn this over today, and I'm quite surprised on how many worms are down here. Moisture's good. We've got lots of ground material to break through, and the moisture is perfect. I've got a piece of newspaper on the bottom that I put down 2 months ago, and it's still there. Moisture is phenomenal, so I'm not having to worry about the bottom getting soaking wet. Yeah, I'm really surprised at how many worms I do have on the bottom here. So this tray is looking really good, and they're slowly working on things, trying to even it out. And now here is the top tray. And again, and as I mentioned, coming into almost 2 months now. And you can see they're really working this top tray down. Castings are looking great, the moisture's great. We're gonna give this bin a feeding. Just gonna turn it over first. Moisture's good. Something trying to grow in here. I had a lot of cardboard in here, and they've worked it over phenomenally well. I'm hoping here in a couple of weeks that I can sift this top tray, force the worms into the next bin as I agitate them and get them to go down. And a piece of something here that's pretty hard, almost like a piece of wood. So looking pretty good here. So we're going to feed this one in the middle. I think because of the amount of worms in here, I can go with a fairly big feeding. So we'll definitely make some room in the middle here. I like feeding in the middle. Gives them both sides to go to in case she warms up a little bit. So we're going to get some food and we'll be right back. Alright, so here's what we're going to give them today. I usually puree my food, but because there's so many worms in here, we're going to go with some lettuce. We have potato skins. We're going to try peas, see how they do on that. And of course, a piece of lettuce. I've seen other folks do this, and I'm curious to see how long it'll take for them to get through this. think we'll make a little bit bigger area here because this is going to be a very large feeding for these guys. I've never done a big feeding like this, so this will be a first. It'll be interesting to find out how long it takes them to go through this. We have some sweet potato also. And regular potato skins. More lettuce. Even a couple small pieces of onion. Piece of cucumber. Tomato. So here we go. We're going to load this puppy right up. I figure this should take them a good week to get through all this. There we go. And I have some wet coffee I'm going to toss in there. So this will add some moisture. And we'll throw these wet coffee filters on top. Some more coffee. There we go. Well, maybe we should pull this back a little bit here. I forgot to throw some grit in here, so we'll do that. There we go. Cover this back up. We'll get that soil, bring it up. Be interesting how much it drops down when I recheck on this bin. I've piled it up high in the middle here. So there we go. That's it, and we'll check back on this in 7 days and see how they've done. Like I say, this is the first time I've given any of my bins a large feeding, but they haven't been fed for 2 weeks. They were working over the brown material really good, and I'm curious to see how they do. Thank you for watching.